following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain. Hi, I'm Dave East. For BoatTEST.com, today we're going to look at the Scarab 195 Open Fish. And if you've ever heard a boat referred to as a fishing ski, this model may very well define that term. It can support many different roles, from towing water toys, relaxing at the sandbar, cruising the waterways, and of course, fishing. It's the angling aspect of this watercraft that separates it from its jet-powered siblings. Powered by a 250 horsepower Rotax, 2 people aboard, and a little over 3/4 of a tank of fuel, our test boat weighed in at an estimated 3,250 pounds. The Rotax engine turns a jet pump, and a shaft guard keeps things like weeds and ski ropes from interrupting your fun. Plus, there's no propeller for an extra margin of safety. We recorded a top speed of 41.9 miles per hour at 7,900 RPM. Best cruise came at 6,500 RPM. There, the Scarab 195 Open Fish ran 26.8 miles per hour, burned 9 gallons per hour, getting 2.98 miles per gallon, giving her a range of 83 miles with a 10% fuel reserve of the boat's 31-gallon fuel capacity. In acceleration test, our test boat went from 0 to 20 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds and to 30 miles per hour in 8.9 seconds. There was little bow rise during hard acceleration, so you never lose sight of the horizon. The running attitude once on plane is fairly flat. Typically, jet-powered boats lack maneuverability, especially at low speeds. Scarab has addressed that issue with the use of a machined aluminum reverse bucket, which is independent of the jet nozzle. This is a strong design and provides the ability to use thrust vectoring for turning and holding the boat in neutral. The reverse bucket directs thrust from the jet nozzle in 2 directions for better control. Even at rest, when you turn the steering wheel left or right, the bow reacts by pivoting in the same direction as the turn. The fly-by-wire shift and throttle control allow you to precisely use just the amount of thrust necessary for station keeping. Exhilarating performance is provided by a 200 horsepower supercharged 3-cylinder Rotax engine. You can also upgrade to an optional 250 horsepower engine. Either choice incorporates a closed-loop cooling system that will help to extend the engine's life, especially when operating in a saltwater environment. Running this Scarab through a series of 180-degree turns, as well as aggressive S-turns, the boat had no tendency to spin out. The handling was predictable, and running across the chop was smooth. Our test boat was delivered on a custom-built trailer painted with an industrial coating, much like a pickup bed liner. Stepping aboard the Scarab 195 Open Fish, at the bow, there are 4 hatches for gear storage, an anchor locker with a tab to tie the bitter end of the anchor rod, and an insulated built-in cooler. Removable pads allow for comfortable bow seating. Closed-cell EVA foam pads provide back support. Add the center fill-in cushion, and now you have a full sun pad. You'll find plenty of room for flush-mounted electronics at the helm and a Scarab custom gauge cluster that monitors the engine functions, plus allows the captain to set the boat's neutral speed for greater control of low-speed maneuverability. Tilt steering and a molded-in storage tray are standard, as well as a compass, which would be easier to use for navigation if it were mounted along the center line of the steering wheel. The control head for the Kicker Premium Sound Package powers 6 backlit speakers, a subwoofer, and includes a transom remote control. The entire face of the center console swings up, supported by gas shocks. This gives access to a changing room with enough room for an optional head. The console door has a molded seat with a cushion. On either side of the center console are turn knobs that allow you to lay down the folding T-top. 2 tow points, one on the T-top and one on the stern, allow you to choose the desired angle of your tow rope. The helm leaner seat is mounted on top of the stern casting deck and can spin 180 degrees if you want to face aft while at rest. It's flanked by twin jump seats that fold flat to extend the deck area. The center hatch lifts on gas shocks under the helm leaner seat to give you access to the supercharged Rotax engine. An optional built-in fire suppression system in the motor compartment adds an extra measure of safety. The most unique feature of the Scarab 195 Open fish is its actuating tailgate. In the up position, there's enough room to sit facing aft with your legs between the stern casting deck and the aft gate. A stainless steel handrail is for safety. When deployed, the tailgate extends the stern casting platform for increased fishing room or to make getting back into the boat a breeze. The deck is sturdy in the open position, and gas shocks keep it from slamming down. Now that we checked out the family features, let's see why this Scarab is named an open fish. Back at the bow, stow the sun pads and drop in the optional fishing seat into the flush-mounted pedestal base, and the bow area converts from seating to angling. The optional trolling motor plug is pre-wired, but I didn't see an obvious mounting area for the electric trolling motor. Located in the center of the bow casting deck is an insulated drink cooler that can double as a fish box. For your fishing buddy, an optional folding seat can be opted for just aft of the helm leaner. No true fishing boat would be complete without a plumbed bait well, and the 195 Open fish has one built into the stern casting deck to starboard. An additional hatch on the stern casting deck to port opens to systems access, where you'll find the starting battery, breaker panel, and battery switch. Other fishing features include gunnel-mounted rod holders and port and starboard horizontal rod holders with storage pouches. The versatility of Scarab's design means you don't have to compromise when choosing a boat that will fit the entire family's lifestyle, and it's hard to beat the safety factor of a jet drive with no propeller to inflict injury or chew up a grass flat while fishing. This concludes our test of the Scarab 195 Open fish. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Dave East.